Hello everyone, hope everyone's well. Merry Christmas to everyone. So I've just finished setting all the presents out for the kids, me and the wife. Had a little sit down, had a little flick through YouTube and seen that Danny had done a little video about me again. To be fair though, everything he's just said is practically bang on, practically bang on. Oh, while it's on my mind as well, I had a little flick through his comments and stuff like that, and I do appreciate the support and people who are all for this and and people who understand what's going on between me and Danny. Nothing that gets said on YouTube is not going to get said face to face. You know, uh, but that being said, it's going to be a real fight between me and Danny. I'm going to come down as much weight as possible. I'm going to try and get as light as possible. I don't want to have any weight advantage or anything like that over Danny. I want it to be as fair as possible. Now, that being said, Danny's always going to win the back and forth on YouTube. He's wittier, he's quicker with his mouth. He's got a better vocabulary than me. He's probably a bit cleverer, to be fair. Um, but that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind losing a battle every single day with Danny on YouTube because I know where I'm going to win. When we get in that ring, that's where I shine, and that's where I know I win with relatively ease as well. Take nothing away from Danny. Danny's a powerful, durable, strong individual, but I'm powerfuler. I'm more durable, and I'm stronger. That's why I know that he's going to have to pay for his words. And my friend and brother, but he's going to get punched in the face as hard as I can. I'm going to hit him as hard as I can. And when that happens, timber. He's going to be on his back. Simple as that. But other than that, I'll pick him up. I'll give him a big cuddle. I'll tell him I love him. And love. At the end of the day, it might be me on my back. Danny has the ability to beat any man in my eyes. And I'm not foolish. I'm not stupid. But I'll back myself against any man. I'll back myself with a full training camp. A full training camp. Eating right, getting the road working, drilling the boxing drills. Getting back to the old me. I back myself against anyone. I'll back myself against anyone. I do. I really do. But I'm not stupid. I know the possibilities of getting beat, especially fighting someone like Danny. Who's an hard kid, very very hard kid, very established fighter. You know, household name because of BKFC. Let's take nothing away from him. He's a professional athlete, a professional fighter, and he's a beast. He is a beast. You know. But yeah, I back myself against him all day long. What else did I want to speak about? The way I was going through his comments and stuff like that, and people see it for what it is, and that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? It's me and Danny, our friends, both friends, going back and forth, hyping a fight up. But a fight is what you're going to get. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little pissed off at what Danny says. And even when I'm speaking to him on the phone or I'm speaking to him in face to face, he rubs me up. He does naff. Do you know what I mean? And I want to strangle him right there and then on the spot, but I don't because he's my friend and brother. I'll probably say stuff to him that pisses him off. And there's times where he's probably felt like swinging at me, but he hasn't because we're friends and brothers. And that's what happens. That's what we do. You know, um, yeah, it's just as simple as that. I seen Danny mention that I'm an established fighter and I've beat some good lads, And I seen one comment saying, he hasn't beat no one. He was just an unlicensed fighter. So wrong. Listen, I've never once claimed to be a world-renowned fighter. I've never once claimed to be a world-class K1 fighter. But what I have said is I've accomplished everything a K1 kickboxing a K1 kickboxer can accomplish on a British level. ISK British, WSK British, ICO European, ICO World title. I beat Chris Cooper, Lucas Probiak, James Cannon, Cal Hewitt. The list goes on, man. I beat a lot of top fighters in the UK at K1 kickboxing. Unlicensed, the Viking, Wes Smith, uh, Gary Fairby, King Kanu. I fought some big, heavy, strong men in unlicensed boxing. I want to. Now listen, I know it sounds cringy when I say this, but I won a Britain's hardest Orman. I won a decent title in unlicensed boxing. I knocked every single person out I ever boxed. And I wasn't even a boxer at the time. I was flat out in addiction, flat out on crack cocaine, flat out on sniffing coke, and I was still getting in that ring and battering good lads, hard lads, tough lads, not well-renowned boxers, not British level boxers, but good, big, giant men, and I was flattening them, putting them on the arse. As soon as I landed, nanite. Simple as that. So for anyone to try and discredit my fighting ability or my accomplishments in fighting, go do better. because you can't. You never will. You know, anyone anyone I've met who's a fighter or has fought in a ring or cage, you know, I always get respect from them because they understand what I've accomplished. You know, what I've accomplished, it's what fighters dream of. You know, my dream was to be the best in Britain, and I do believe I got there. My next dream after that was to be the best in the world, but I never got there. You know, there was too many hurdles and walls to overcome, which I couldn't get. I couldn't get there. So I tried to fight on Glory. You know, I did get offered a contract on Glory K1, but it got knocked back because of my criminal record. You know, so I wasn't a lack of trying. I tried to fight all these world best fighters, but it was just, I just couldn't. You know, I couldn't go overseas. I couldn't travel because of my criminal record. You know, and because of my firearms ban. So if anyone's trying to discredit my, which I did see, it was only one comment. You know, the rest were dead supportive. The rest were amazing. You know, I love the support that Danny gets. You know, 9 times out of 10, the guys who support Danny are usually the guys that support me. You know, so I do appreciate each and every person that does take the time to support us both. You know, Danny's got a great message. He carries himself well. You know, and he's entertaining, isn't he? He's entertaining. You know, and me and him agreeing to this fight, you know, basically is for charity. It's for a good cause. You know, I've got a charity up and running called Vienna's Voice. You know, me and Danny want to bring as many eyes to Vienna's Voice for these autistic kids as possible. Now, if me and Danny had put out there, oh, we'll spar, should we do a spar? You know, should we have a friendly fight? It would have done good numbers and it would have brought eyes. But the fact that we're going to have a real fight and someone's going to get ended, someone's going to get put to sleep in this fight, I do believe someone's going to get hurt. You know, I do believe someone's going to get hurt. Now, that'll bring more eyes. I think more people, even the haters, are going to watch me and him fight. You know, because even the people who don't like us are going to watch one of us get hurt. You know, so the haters are going to watch. You know, so the fact that it's not a spar or it's not a soft fight, I think people are going to be more interested in that now. So that's why we agreed to do this. You know, but on the way, you know, he said a few things, I've said a few things. Now I definitely want to punch him in the face as hard as I can because of his words. Because in hindsight, my chin's not even that big. With that being said, listen guys, it's all love. You know, it's all respect. It's for a good cause. You know, but it's going to be fireworks. It's going to be a war. You know, I know for a fact there's going to be a war because I'm easy to hit, Danny's easy to hit. So both of us are going to get hit. You know, and he's going to be hitting me as hard as he can. He's going to be trying to take me out. I'm going to try and take him out. Who's not going to want to watch that? Come on, guys. I think everyone's going to win it. Yeah. So this is. I believe it's a good move. You know, we are both serious. You know, in this fight. You know, I'm going to be treating it like a proper fight. Like I'm going to be doing a camp for Danny. You know, I'm going to be studying him. I'm going to be watching him, and yeah, he needs to keep them elbows tucked in, doesn't he? Because he's going to get another body shot. You know, I've dropped him once, I'll drop him again. This time, he won't be getting back up. God bless, guys. Take care.